Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the chairman of the Committee of 70, Mr. Howard L. Meyers.
Good morning, and welcome to the next Mayor Speaks. We're grateful to our presenting sponsors, the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce and Independence Blue Cross, and to all of our sponsors listed on the program and whose logos are displayed on the screen for their support of the Committee of 70 and this event. I also want to thank the events staff at the Chamber. Without their expert advice and logistical support, we would have not been able to have this event. The Committee of 70 has been a civic force in Philadelphia for over 100 years. Our mission is to promote ethics and efficiency in government, voter education, and fair election practices. The election we have just witnessed, going back to the primary in May and through the general election yesterday, has been one of the most issues-oriented, fairly financed, and racially neutral elections in Philadelphia's history. The Committee of 70 played an important role in defining the issues, setting high ethical standards for the candidates and their campaigns, co-sponsoring debates with our media partners, the Daily News and WHYY, defending campaign finance reform, and monitoring the election itself, with approximately 500 volunteers on the streets in May and nearly 350 yesterday. This morning we have reason to celebrate, not a victory of party or partisanship, but the fact that the democratic process and the quality of civic discourse in Philadelphia has so vastly improved. We congratulate our new mayor-elect and our city council members on their victories. We also congratulate and thank Al Taubenberger and others who ran for office for the quality of their campaigns and for helping to keep all of us focused on the challenges facing the next administration. Indeed, we are ushering in a new era in Philadelphia's civic life, an era full of hope and great expectations. When we conceived this event, it was intended to be a celebration of democracy and an opportunity for all of us to renew our commitment to Philadelphia's future. But sadly, a cloud hangs over our city today. Later today, we lay to rest Officer Charles Cassidy. We honor him and his more than 25 years of service to the citizens of Philadelphia, and we grieve with his family. Please join me in a moment of silence in his memory. Thank you. All of the progress that has or could be made by government, by business, and by the civic community in improving our economy, our schools, our civic institutions, and our neighborhoods, and in creating new job opportunities for our citizens, will be of no benefit if government fails in fulfilling its first and most basic obligation, which is to ensure the safety of its citizens in their persons and property. Despite the valiant efforts every day of our police force and others involved in law enforcement, there are days when we simply seem to be losing the battle. Perhaps our society has become too callous toward gun violence, thinking that it only affects those in certain neighborhoods, of a certain race, or of a certain economic status. But it deeply affects all of us. We can explain it and try to understand it, but we should never excuse it or accept it. Gun violence is just as unacceptable at Broad and Lehigh as it is at Broad and Chestnut. It is unacceptable at 52nd and Market and at 2nd and Market. In South Philadelphia, in West Oak Lane, in University City, in the Greater Northeast, in Germantown and Fishtown, in Society Hill and Chestnut Hill. It is unacceptable in any region or neighborhood of this city. We call upon all governmental officials, but most particularly the members of the Pennsylvania legislature, to make defeating gun violence their top priority, to pass comprehensive legislation addressing the proliferation of guns as well as the root causes of gun violence, and to use every available constitutional means to end the carnage that is occurring every day on our streets. It will take courage and commitment by officials at all levels of government and a willingness to try new ideas. But there is no task more important. We pledge the support of the Committee of 70 to those efforts. This morning I have the honor of introducing a man who during his brief term as governor had the courage to confront challenging issues and to try new ideas. As Pennsylvania's 44th governor, Mark Schweiker led the Commonwealth during challenging times, just as Mayor-elect Nutter is about to do here in the city. Today, you know Mark Schweiker as the president and CEO of the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is a business advocacy organization with close to 5,000 member companies, representing the interests of businesses in the city and throughout the region. In that role, he has worked vigorously to create opportunities for businesses and individuals to grow and prosper and to promote the city and the entire 11-county Greater Philadelphia region. Mark has also been instrumental in fostering more collaboration between the Chamber and the Committee of 70, whether in putting on today's event, promoting campaign finance reform in City Council and in Harrisburg, or confronting the need to infuse higher ethical standards and greater accountability in government at all levels. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark Schweiker.